YouTube. Hey YouTube kiddies. Hutch here, Hutch Fitness. We're on the road, we're off to the studio. I am running really late. Supposed to be there at 12, it's now quarter to 12. It's a 45-minute journey. But you know, hey, that's rock and roll, right? So we're on the way to the studio, we're off to do a gig up in Kent today, Chislehurst, at the Beaverwood Club, supporting an Australian band. And it's going to be rocking. So while we're driving up there, I wanted to talk to you about my insanity experience. Hopefully this will come out on video pretty good. I'll try not to have an accent on the way whilst I'm talking. Anyway, my insanity experience. I mean, I've had a few messages from a few of you, and it is a few of you because we only have got 7 subscribers at the moment. But you know, we're brand new. That's cool. But a couple of people have emailed me, not through YouTube, but through Facebook, about insanity, and one person in particular said to me that he was afraid of the workout. Which, you know, I can understand that. You look at the commercial for it, and yeah, it's tough. And by experience, I know it's tough. I've done it myself, right? And it's still tough, and I'm still doing it. But you know, things don't come to you without some work. So, especially in fitness, you know, it all takes dedication, all takes work, and yeah, you know, you have to make, you know, allowances in your life for it. But you know, my advice here is, yeah, be afraid of it. Definitely be afraid of it, because you know, it's not easy, and you don't want it to be easy. If it was easy, then everyone would be fit, wouldn't they? And everyone would have the body of their dreams, and whatever. So yeah, my advice to you is just do it, man. Just get on with it. Just do it. It's gonna hurt, and you're not gonna like it, but you will like the results, I guarantee you. Some tips for you when it comes to doing insanity, through my experience. Don't overestimate how fit you are. The fit test at the beginning, which is the very first thing you do, will tell you how fit you are, and you'll probably soon realise that you're not very fit at all. The fit test is actually harder than some of the workouts, so but go in with that in mind, and don't hurt yourself. You know, don't go in there and think, hey, you know, I can do this. This is easy. It looks easy. It's not easy. You know, so pace yourself a little bit. You know, you've got the whole 60 days to do, and you do the fit test every 2 weeks anyway. And you know, so pace yourself at the beginning. Definitely, I went in, you know, full horns blazing. It's not good, man. I snapped all my shit up. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. Would be footwear. You know, you've got to have some good training shoes. You know, I couldn't stress it enough. I mean, the first couple of workouts I did on Saturday, I used an old pair of training shoes. They weren't really training shoes, you know, and my feet bigger and heavier than that, and you're jumping around like a lunatic, and it trashes your legs at first. And so I did use some deep heat rub, pardon me, for the first couple of weeks. And also I found it useful at first to take some paracetamol before the workout, and occasionally when I was in real pain, I did take some ibuprofen tablets, which helped, you know, definitely. Next tip, fourth tip, food. You know, some places in the world can't get hold of the results we're coming for. Right? You can't in the UK. I tried, but it's okay. You can do it without any of that anyway. But I would strongly recommend following the diet. The whole program comes with a diet guide anyway, which is quite easy to work out. Depending on what your goals are, if you want to lose weight, you know, you eat obviously less calories, you go in a calorie deficit, but you know, you still need to keep your protein high, you need to keep your carbohydrates correct, and your good fats and stuff like that. And by doing this, you will lose the weight that you desire, and it will help you recover, you know. And by having a high protein diet aids in muscle growth too. So I went for the deficit